folks, I've got a couple of boxes right here. Dice Throne. This is Season 1 re-rolled. They've got a couple of different seasons and that kind of thing. But these are fun. Like, really fun to just pull out and play. This can be a more than two-player game, but in essence, it's a two-player game. So it's fun. You can get one box, find two characters you think are most interesting, play that box, and if you find it enjoyable, you have a lot more options of things to choose from. So these are some of the very first ones. I just went with, number 1, number 2. So this is the Barbarian against the Moon Elf. And this one right here is the Monk versus the Paladin. Now, you could mix and match these. I could play with the Paladin against the Barbarian, or I could play the Moon Elf against the Monk, or whatever. And there's even like a Marvel one out there. So I could play the Scarlet Witch against the Monk to see how that plays. There's a lot of different, all of them can play with each other. So this is just really nice, really cool, I think works really well. You've got the rules of play, nice rule book right here, nice quick reference on the back. And then this is just super fun to me, way more fun than it probably should be. But for each character, they've got their own little just thing right here that's nice. And so you have this card, you can look on it, see the complexity, different little biography about that guy, about that character. And the lid actually is like, it's popped on really well. That's one pet peeve of mine, is when things have lids and it's supposed to stay contained, but it like falls off super easy. I just don't like that. These stay on really well. So for each character, we'll show you just one. You've got the Barbarian right here. Here's some details about him. Then on the back, it showcases some of his powers and abilities and his dice right here. So here is dice. This is a dice battle game. So if I am battling against someone, I'm going to take this right here, unfold it, which is super cool. You got the Barbarian, unfold it, and here is my player mat. So this is in essence 4 different cards that are set on here. By the way, the artwork is fantastic with these. The components are fantastic. Super fun. Like I said, it's just fun to pull out and enjoy this game. Now you have to like the battling against someone else to play. You win by beating the other person. You don't win by having the most victory points, that kind of thing. You are battling someone else, and so this is not going to be for everyone. My wife doesn't specifically like playing just against me. We both want to be able to often play a game where we're both doing our own things and we see how it ends up, at the end, victory points, that kind of thing. But this is really nice. I do really enjoy this game. So you've got your dice, you're going to roll them like Yahtzee. You're going to be able to re-roll them, keep some, set some aside, say, oh, I'm going to keep these, I'm going to re-roll these. I like that. There's luck, but there's also some statistics, some probability in there. And as you saw on this, every single die has 3 swords. So 1, 2, and 3 are swords. 4 and 5 are life. And 6 is a POW for this guy specifically. Everyone's going to have their own custom dice, which is, again, super fun. They all play a little bit different. They play differently, but there's going to be a lot of things they have in common. This guy, for instance, has this fortitude, where if he has a different amount of health, he gets to gain that health. So if you keep hearts, he gains health, where some people just maybe have more attack or different things that they do. So I like that they play differently as well. You're going to have one superpower, like ultimate ability right here, which cannot be blocked, which is fun. Every time you attack someone, they've got an ability to block it, which is nice. But right here, for instance, showing you a couple of different things. Right here, you can smack someone. So if you have 3 swords, you deal 4 damage. If you have 4 swords, you deal 6. And if you have 5, you deal 8 damage. And there's a lot of different things like that. So a sturdy blow, you deal 4 undefendable damage. And you have to get these dice right here. There's some also where if you get a small straight or you get a large straight, so now you're looking at the numbers, not just the symbols. So you can definitely look at those different things to see what you want to do. And then each character has their own little things like this. So this is a stun token right here. So you can stun the other player, which basically makes them miss their next turn. Crazy stuff. Now, if that wasn't exciting enough, I think honestly that's a compelling enough game by itself, but something that makes it just one more piece of fun is these cards right here. So each player has their own deck of cards as well. You do have to pay for these, and so you have combat points that you can get through cards, different abilities, different dice maybe that you choose, or you just get one every single turn. So you pay for those, and some of these are upgrades. And so this right here is an upgrade. It says Sturdy Blow 2. And so now, instead of dealing 4 damage, you deal 5 undefendable damage, or smack number 3. So you can upgrade these different things. That's just really neat, really fun. You've got these really, really nice dials, and so this is your health right there for your opponent, for yourself and your opponent. And then, like I said, the dice are absolutely fantastic. So this is an incredibly fun game, in my opinion. My wife doesn't necessarily share that opinion entirely, but I think that's just one thing that really is helpful for people to know, and that kind of thing going into this. If you enjoy the aspect of a one-on-one battle against someone, this is a great game for that. Another thing that people have compared this to that I think makes sense in a lot of ways is King of Tokyo. It's like a head-to-head King of Tokyo, but the only way you win is by defeating the other person. So you've got these dice, you're kind of making your decisions, what you do. The main difference is King of Tokyo, you can choose victory points every time. You're not attacking someone. This one, very much, you have to attack someone to win. But really fun, really nice. So hopefully that gives you guys a nice touch and a taste of these bad boys, what they are, what they do, and why they may or may not be right for you. Thanks.